What's up, everybody? AMF here. Now I just want to talk about the game at hand here, which is UCLA and Oregon. Before I actually get to that, I have something else to talk about, of which this whole BCS thing is a total load of bullshit. And by that I mean, how in the hell Oklahoma got the nod over Oregon in that fucking blows my mind. I mean, I understand that the BCS will do just about anything to get a conventional powerhouse into the title game because they're afraid of change. So what the fuck ever. You mean to tell me you're gonna put an Oklahoma team that almost lost to Utah State Air Force before they were ranked, so you can throw that out the window, and they almost lost to Cincinnati. I don't care if they're 4-2 or not. You still almost lost to an unranked team. So who gives a shit? You beat a Florida State team that has been about as streaky as fucking UCLA, and yeah, and then you beat a Texas team by not very much, mind you, and it's a Texas team that everybody knows already isn't nearly as good as they have been in past years, and you're gonna put that above an undefeated Oregon team. Yeah, I understand that their non-conference schedule wasn't the greatest. Their marquee win obviously was Tennessee, even though they haven't really been that great of a team this year. But they beat number 9 Stanford on national TV by a shit ton after being down 21-3. So I mean that's as impressive of a win as anything in my book. And we've been averaging 54 points a game, and by we I mean the Ducks. So you mean to tell me that you're going to put Oregon second there, especially if they came in first in all of the human polls, which apparently makes up 2/3 of the BCS system. So something is very inconclusive there. I think it's just a bunch of shit. But that's for something else. Now getting on to the game, actually, the Ducks obviously have a couple of injuries to take care of. Kenyon Barner got injured pretty badly in the Washington State game. And I would guess he's probably not going to play. At least that would probably be the safer idea, since concussions are kind of a pretty rough scenario to deal with. And Darren Thomas got hurt. I still don't really know exactly what happened with that play, because looking at the replay, it didn't really look like anything bad, but it wasn't really. Obviously, he's going to play, so that's I feel like the only variable that comes into this game that really makes you wonder is what UCLA team is going to show up this week. Is it going to be the UCLA team that beat the hell out of Texas when they played him, or is it going to be the UCLA team that I seem to see more often, like the one that got destroyed by Cal, or the one that just gets their ass kicked because they can't even seem to get anything done? That's the only part of this game that remotely concerns me at all, is that you just don't know what UCLA team is going to show up, because when they actually do play, they seem to be pretty good. But when, at the other games, they just look like complete shit. So either way, I don't feel like the Ducks are really going to falter in this. I know that they have a pretty, rough history of being a number 2 team, i.e. when Dennis Dixon was there and he, blew out his knee playing against Arizona and they lost. But I don't really see it going that way, because I feel like Darren Thomas is a little more durable than that, and obviously he seems to be the kind of guy that can handle the pressure when it comes down to it. So the way I see it, I feel like the Ducks are probably going to win this one pretty soundly. Maybe not, the 54-point, average that they've been putting up this season, but I'll say that the Ducks are going to put up like a 38. I'll call 38-21. That'll be my guess. I'm not calling a huge blowout, but I will say that the Ducks will win soundly, because they are playing in front of a home crowd, and that always makes a big difference. So yes, 38-17, Ducks win. Maybe they'll get depending on how Oklahoma plays this season, or this week, maybe the Ducks will get the push to number 1 everywhere, and that'll be fucking awesome. So 38-17, go Ducks, fuck the Bruins. See you guys later. Ducks number 1. Peace out.